everyone. Happy Monday. I think this is the third week for some of us in quarantine. Hope you're all coping with it okay. This is video 2 for me, and I was hoping it would get a little easier since I've committed myself to it. Turns out my motivation is low this morning, but I'm still here. So what I wanted to talk to you about today is the irony of stressing about your health. And I kind of learned this the hard way this year. After I built the Health Means Wealth website, all about empowering yourself to be healthy, I really started being a consumer of everything related to health. How to get the best sleep, how to connect best with nature, what vitamins and supplements I should be taking, how I should be eating, all those kinds of things, which in theory should make you feel better as you learn more and more, and is what I was hoping to bring to my readers on Health Means Wealth. But ironically, what happened is I took a gut test, which basically told me based on the flora in my gut exactly what I should be eating. And when it came back, it was a very restricted food plan that it gave me. And at first I was thinking, okay, I can follow this. I'm going to do this. It's going to make me feel even greater than I already do. And actually what happened is the exact opposite. So I started feeling quite anxious and reactive with my family all the time. My stomach started hurting in addition to other gastrointestinal issues. I got this crazy rash on my head last summer that resulted in spots around here that are finally growing back where my hair was falling out, like crazy stuff. And I couldn't figure out, I thought it was because I wasn't following my plan close enough, which is ridiculous because I was fine before I started it. So what I learned is that I was so anxious and worried about not following the plan to a T that it was just completely destroying my body because I was so stressed about it, which again is kind of what's so ironic about the way some of us approach health. So many of us, including I'm very, very guilty of it, think that there's only one way to be healthy, and if we don't follow it perfectly, whether it's eating or the way we sleep or the way we exercise or the way we practice mindfulness, if we even do that in our daily lives, there's only one way, and if we don't do it right, then somewhere in our brain we think that our health is going to start deteriorating. And the truth is, that's just not the way it works. There's so many different parts to our health, and our role is just to do the best we can. And our bodies are resilient, our minds are resilient, and if we mess up, it's okay. Where the problems come in is when we are beating ourselves up and feeling guilt and shaming ourselves for those times when we aren't following to a T exactly what we think we need to be healthy. And in addition to that, there isn't one way to be healthy anyway. So you can look at, all of us know that's why it can be so confusing to know what to do for your health, because there are so many different ways to approach your health, and it just depends on what works for you, your body chemistry, all of it. It all makes a big difference. So what I wanted to, from that lesson that I got from my own health endeavors last year, it really taught me that our bodies are very sensitive to the stress and other negative feelings and thoughts and beliefs and emotions that go through us. And I just wanted to look at my notes for 1 second because I'm going to forget what I was saying. And I was kind of perplexed as to why stress and all these feelings play such a big role in how I'm feeling. I'm such a science person that it doesn't make sense to me that what's going on in my head and my thoughts can have such an impact on my literal body physical chemistry. And what I learned and I got into was the concept of quantum physics, and I'm not going to go very deeply into it because it's very complicated and I don't understand it that well. But it was crazy to me to learn that every atom in our body and in the whole world is 99.9% energy and only 1% physical particle, which means us as beings and the entire world are very reactive to the energy that's around us. And that might sound kind of woo-woo, and I know I thought of that at first, like if you've ever seen any documentaries or read books about manifesting your own reality based on what you're thinking, and I just always rolled my eyes at those. But there is some science behind it, and that's the quantum physics that the energy field that we create from our own body and the way we influence each other and the way things around influence us. It's all one big messy field of atoms, and when we have those negative thoughts going through our mind more often than not, it is changing the energy around us, and it is affecting the way our cells function, and even affecting the way our DNA is expressed. So my theory is that all the stress that I was putting on myself last year was down regulating my DNA and causing real issues to manifest in my skin and my gastrointestinal system. So for some ways to affect your energy, I wanted to give you just one easy way to start controlling a little better what's going on around you that will help your emotions, your overall health, and just help you feel better. So what I came across this year going to a conference in San Diego was what's called heart math. And it's some really cool research that a doctor and her husband have been doing for decades about the energy that your heart, that the muscle, your heart gives off to the world around you. So you can look, they actually have their own website and you can look it up, and they have this really cool machine that they actually had at Burning Man to measure how when a whole collective group does a heart lock-in, it's called a heart lock-in, which I'll review in a second here, it changes the vibration and the energy of everything around the group. So you can imagine if you're creating positive healing energy around you, it's going to make a huge difference in your health, whether you are trying to get healthier or you just want to be your best and optimize it. So you can look into it more on your own, but just the basics that I've been doing that has really helped me in the last few months is putting your hands on your heart, closing your eyes, and all you do is imagine as you take a deep breath in, that air is going through your heart, and as you breathe out, it's going out of your heart, and you kind of imagine this energy in that space. And as you do that, it might feel a little awkward the first few times, but as you do it, imagine that energy from your heart gradually going out and out and out until it's around the entire world or universe. So you might imagine first that it's going around your whole body, then your house, then your state, then your country, the world, and into the galaxy. And again, I know it's, for many of us, including myself, it seems a little out there. But man, the first time I did it at that conference and I opened my eyes, I had this sense of calm that I haven't had in a long time, and that I haven't really gotten effectively with meditation, even though I've been trying to meditate more in the last year. So that was like a really big change for me, and I think it really helped me realize, I think that's been my problem all along. I haven't been tuning into my body and giving it positive energy. So what I want to leave you with is, right now I know there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of fear going on. A lot of us are worried for our loved ones, we're worried about our jobs and our income, and there's so much out of our control right now. And I already talked about that a little bit last week, that there's so much out of our control that if we try to focus on it, it's just going to bring a lot of pain, a lot of anxiety that we don't have any control of. And I came across this quote a while ago. Worrying is, what is it? Let me look at it. Worrying is praying for what I don't want. So when you're worrying and you're anxious a lot, that again is putting that nervous, negative energy into your world that's directly around you and that you're directly affecting. So I know it's easier said than done, but try to focus on what you can control and try that heart lock-in, and I think it'll make a big difference. So let me know if you try it. Let me know how it goes. I will link to the Heart Math website. I'll leave a comment below, and let me know what you think. And if you've had any experiences with the way your stress has affected your health. So I hope that was helpful. I know I've learned a lot from learning to tune in a little better this year, and I will see you next Monday. I'm going to announce it here so that I actually do it. I plan to do a live stream next week on Facebook. We'll see how it goes. I don't have a time set yet, but I will announce it on the group, and I hope to see you there. Bye. Stay healthy, please. Stay safe.